I want to go through the Cagle exercises.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Close friends describe me as...
Fun.
Strangers describe me as...
Sometimes fun.
Only I know that I am...
Deeply miserable. No, I'm just kidding. Only
that
I
came
know.
out very quickly.
I know it did because it's such a parody. Only I know that I am genuinely a happy person unless someone tells me not to be.
My last meal would be what, and I would eat it with whom?
I would have French onion soup, pizza, and onion rings, and I would eat it with my family and friends. I mean,
the song that always makes me dance is
The Boss by Diana Ross.
The movie I've seen the most times.
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I think ultimately when it all nets out, it would wind up being Ghost, I think, probably, just because, or even the Lord of the Rings movies, because anytime they're on, I will stop and I would be like, oh my God, I have to spend 9 hours watching these with commercial breaks. Yeah.
It may be heresy, but blank is overrated.
Oh, Magnolia Bakery in Manhattan.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, keep me here for longer and I will do an entire list.
I think I'm really good at
getting things out of people.
I feel sexiest when I am...
I feel sexiest when I am naked in my closet. I have a big closet.
I start every day by doing...
putting on music.
My greatest extravagance is...
my apartment that I built for myself.
The thing about myself I've learned to love is...
I never really had a hard time loving myself. I didn't really have to learn. I guess acceptance of my wonky eye. Yes.
Which was told it would keep you off of television, right?
Yes.
At some point.
The thing about myself that I've learned to love is my gayness, because I didn't, growing up, that was the thing that you hated about yourself. Yeah.
I love the smell of
my dog.
I could talk about blank for hours on end.
Myself. And like Madonna and the Housewives.
My recurring nightmare is
Donald Trump becoming president.
It's going to be a while before you wake up from that one, my friend.
Sweetie, I know. I'm actually getting my hands around it in various ways.
Have you ever met him?
Many times. I hosted pageants for him. And the first time I met him, I interviewed him in Vegas, and he was really nice and great. And then I started hosting pageants for him, and it was in my deal that I wouldn't appear in a photograph with him because I didn't want to be associated with him. He offered me a ride home from Vegas on his plane, and I chose to fly commercially instead because I got such a bad vibe off of him. And he then decided to host Miss Universe in Russia, and I wrote a letter to them saying, as a gay man, they said, would you do this? And I said, I'm not comfortable because all these laws have passed in Russia, and I feel not truthful standing up there talking about what a great place Russia is as a gay man, and would you consider moving it and whatever. And that Juliana Rancic broke that story on E! That I had refused to do it. And then Donald Trump called Page Six and told them that I had never been offered the job. So anyway, he's our president now. I hope that we can all come together. And by the way, I'm not rooting against him. I want him to succeed, because if he succeeds, our country succeeds. And I hope he gets jobs for everybody. I understand why she lost, and I didn't get it before. And I want him to bring these two countries that we clearly live in together. And I want him to make things better for the people for whom life is not good. And I hope he does. But if he f***s with my civil liberties, that's when I'm going to have a problem. That's my... That's where I'm at. And I just don't want him to be a bigot, and I think they need to take his Twitter away.
Last question.
Yeah.
I can sum up my life in this bumper sticker.
Nothing left to do but smile, 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 which is a quote from the Grateful Dead, who I love very much.